Hello, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry, I understand. It's been 2 weeks, alright? But good reason though. So, as one of the main creators of the War of the Worlds mod, we actually have been working on some newer things for it. One of the newer things that we actually added was we added some a little bit more like particle effects when the tripod gets a little bit more damage. We added new textures and like the big point of this new update is a new variation of tripod, which you see in this little photo right here. We have it called Bloodlust, and so a lot of it's retextured, but also has a new weapon with its new sound, new abilities, and this is kind of trying to get a tripod a little bit more on the middle ground of things where it's not completely nerfed, but like trying to get a little bit more fair. But this obviously it's not supposed to be fair because in the movies and like such they're extremely overpowered. But some really good things I wanted to actually discuss today is future updates, what to expect, and what is to come down further down in the road. And one of the things I wanted to talk about is sound. We are planning to actually revamp some sounds, um, specifically the laser and walking noise. Now we're probably gonna mix some sounds with the walking because the walking is really hard to get the audio from the actual movie and recreate the sound. So it probably is gonna be like a combination of a few sounds for walking, and then for the lasers, that's gonna be just again still work in progress. But we are doing a sound revamp. But the really good news I think you guys are gonna like is we do actually plan on actually now taking this to multiplayer, specifically Gates of Hell's multiplayer. So this mod will soon enough be available for Gates of Hell and a multiplayer. It's gonna have um its own modified um, game mode to compensate for the tripod. It's gonna act as its own faction in AI. So it's not like it's gonna be like a German faction or something of that sort. It's gonna be its own thing. And something that I wanted to really do is make it where you get a lot of MP, a lot of CP, and we're gonna make a specific version of the tripod that's a little bit more nerfed, a little bit on the not like super intelligent, like where this one can like almost instantly detect you if it's in that 180 degrees range. So the things that we're gonna probably end up doing with that is nerfing the shield. We're gonna nerf the reload time. Visibility is gonna be nerfed, but not like what the trans can see, but what the tripod overall can see. So it's gonna make it force it where the head's gonna have to move around a little bit. Um, and then something I really is it's something where it's still a thought, and we don't know if it's even possible right now. Is the tripod having a vulnerability in its legs? That's gonna be There's gonna be more cost to it, and there's gonna be a longer work in progress because then we have to actually go back and change the damage model a bit. And so what this like little idea that we actually have going on, or at least I do, that I'm not for sure will work, but it's something to kind of like look at and maybe hope for, is that if the legs get too damaged or too hurt, that it will kind of go into a crippled state, only temporarily, and it will give the players a 30-second window to shoot where the pilot seat is, which is where that main light's coming from, that piloting seat, where it's almost an instant kill. If you don't shoot it then it's gonna still take a few shots on the side and stuff with tanks and stuff of that sort. But it's a great opportunity to, instead of praying just throwing units right at it, you can strategize a little bit to actually take out the legs and kind of force the players to do like a more of an ambush method with how I want to and plan on changing the and nerfing the tripod. And then in the state, anywhere I want to say anywhere from 15 like to 30 seconds of an open window of to do such a thing. And if the player doesn't get to succeed, the shield will pop back on, and it's gonna resume an animation of it standing back up, and then resume it moving around until maybe you damage another leg enough, or you can only damage so many amounts where you can only maybe damage two of them, three, one, where it's just depending on how many opportunities you want to allow you to give to be able to kill it kind of like right there and then talk about how much damage the legs would have to take in order to go into that state. What is kind of like a good reminder of is like the Halo 3 and the scares where if you hit that weak spot in the leg, it temporarily goes down where it gives you that open window. But if you don't take it, it just gets back up and keeps fucking shit up. So I just want to give you guys an update of where I was, and that wasn't completely slacking, all right. But it was more of working on a project that it's gonna something that a lot of you guys will like. So do expect this to hit Gates of Hell. We do not have timelines. We don't know when things will get exactly done until I get told by the ASV team. So when certain things get assigned, it can be kind of hard to see where things will get done. We are kind of working on a couple bugs. We're talking about them like one that is really bothered and a pain in the neck is the helicopter bug, where the helicopter would stop its animation in the air, which kind of kills the immersion and makes people not want to use them just because of that single fact, because it just looks like it's floating. And so that's something I really want to fix there. And then I think the multiplayer aspect that I was talking about earlier is really gonna bring in more people, more of an audience where people don't know people that it didn't force people to have to know the editor well to use the mod. Where if people just want to play it casually, quick download, play instead of like download setup like so and so. Like I want it where it's easily available and you can have a quick battle with it and multiplayer. So the main objective with the multiplayer is gonna be mainly actually Gates of Hell. Um, but we will work on it on Call to Arms, but mainly Gates of Hell. Gates of Hell is probably gonna get the multiplayer first before Call to Arms because Gates of Hell is newer. There's a little bit more. I want to say probably like breathing room with what we can do and with audience wise. There's more people onto the Gates of Hell than there are on the normal Call to Arms. Also, for lore wise, since we're going by the book and since they've been quote unquote buried for like decades and stuff, how we're gonna like actually like um lore wise like why would it be in a World War II setting? It's because they've been under for like I believe hundreds and thousands of decades or whatever, something like that. And just coincidentally, it woke up early. So that's kind of like the thought process of that. Understand some people are like a little bit more on like the lower side of the books, but I'm sticking to the movie, and then I'm obviously gonna make some stuff like such as the Bloodlust, a little bit more fun, a little bit something a little bit more different, a little bit mixing the bag up a little bit, so it doesn't like have to be completely to the book, completely to lore. Just something that can be very fun. So I hope you guys are excited for this update because it is now actually released. It's been released on April 23rd at 2:39 p.m. So I appreciate you guys looking at this video for the update. Sorry for any like stutter or whatever. I'm just trying to push this video out as soon as possible. I will go ahead and I will leave a link to our Discord. I'll be leaving a link to our the workshop so you can actually download this. And you do need Call to Arms for this. All right, the basic edition. That is something I want to do and bear in mind. And then when you're actually installing the mod, make sure that you are enabling the ASV platform. Apply it, then activate the tripod mod. I think a lot of people threw past that when I put in the description of how to use the mod, and that kind of became an issue of people not knowing how to activate it properly. So I just want to give you guys a heads up on that. I appreciate you guys watching the video. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel to keep updated with future content and to updates to our mods. So you guys have a wonderful day. Take good care of yourself, and adios, amigos.